Hello, welcome to KYA here on Top TV. My name is William Sabule and I'm really excited to have you join me here today. Hope you've been following our profiles that we've been doing here on the program. We've been helping you to know your aspirants better than just their names. We want you to make informed decisions when you get to the polls to vote for these aspirants vying for the highest seat in the land. And this program, we hope, will help you to make that decision when you get there. So today we'll be going into the profile of a very renowned Nigerian politician from the west part of Nigeria. And he has been described as the Jagaban of Lagos State. I'm sure you have an idea who that is. But if you don't know, you stay tuned. After this break, we'll go into the profile of this personality. We'll be right back.
Have you registered for your permanent voter's card? I mean, your PVC. There is a Nigeria we all seek, a place where love, peace, security, and unity can reign supreme.
Waste no time. We want a country where peace and justice will be the order of the day.
Unfortunately, there's a problem. One big challenge this generation has to solve.
Our country cries for help every day. We need able and capable hands to lead and direct.
These capable hands can be you. Have you gotten your PVC? Have you registered for the ongoing voting process? Don't say your vote does not count. Yes, it does.
Have you gotten your PVC? Your apathy towards Nigeria's electioneering process will further inhibit our collective growth and development as a nation. Your refusal to participate and engage will keep us at a standstill. So be intentional.
I have my PVC. Your votes, your voice would go a long way in preventing absolute destruction of this country and the future of our children, the hope of tomorrow.
The 2023 Nigerian elections are just around the corner. Go out and get heard. Don't forget, your vote, your voice. This message is proudly brought to you by THAV Media Limited.
Welcome back from that break. Now let's meet our aspirant for today. But before we go into that, I've been joined by Mr. Victor Sioku.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mr. Victor is
Thank
our in-house political analyst and he's been doing a great job, going through this profile with me. And today we're going to be doing the same thing to help you know this person better. And like I told you later, he's been described as the Jagaban of Lagos. And that person is none other than BOLA Ahmed Adekunle TINUBU. All right, that name I just mentioned was his birth name. So let's go over his identity card. He was born BOLA Ahmed Adekunle TINUBU on the 29th of March, 1952. So he's 70 years of age. His place of birth was Lagos State, Nigeria. And he's a card-carrying member of the All Progressive Congress. In fact, he's one of the founding fathers of that political party. All right, moving on. His highest level of education is Bachelor of Science degree in accounting. So he's a very qualified accountant. All right, his occupation is politician plus accountant. He's both in one. All right, his religion, he's a Muslim. And then the status of his firm, it was bought by a group too. Don't forget, this is a multi-billionaire, but his firm was also bought by a group, as we've seen in the case of many of the persons we profiled here on the program. All right, Mr. Victor, what do you say to his identity card?
As you can see, he's an original Lagos boy.
Yes, he is. I agree with you completely.
Yeah, so has a bachelor degree in accounting. And it's shocking to know some persons see him as a politician all his life. But the Jagaban of Africa, they no longer call him of Lagos.
Yeah.
He happens to be a technocrat before he joined politics, before he embraced politics. Found out that he was in the private sector for a long while. Yeah. In the 80s, he was there, not until early 90s that he now embraced politics. Even at the time, he was an executive personnel with Mobile International, the oil company from the US. He studied in the US and he started working until he now also came back here, did some jobs before he now joined politics. It's also clear to note that he is 70 years old.
Yeah.
And from our averaging, found out that he has surpassed the average age of being of applying for the post of presidency,
which is the concern of many Nigerians.
Big concern because of the current president. We believe that many Nigerians rather believe that his age did not favor him, and at a particular age, we Nigerians do not want from the atmosphere. You notice that Nigerians do not want a certain age, okay, and 70, it's part of above 70. I think is it's a place for concern for the minds of Nigerians.
I believe the issue is that they've given enough chance to people of that age range, 70, 75 and all of that, and they've not been able to perform well. So I think the clamor for a younger president is what is on now, wishing and hoping that, okay, they will do better than the older ones. Yeah. You wanted to say more, or we should move on to his portfolio?
Let's move on, please.
All right. Back to his portfolio. He is the former governor of Lagos State from 1999 to 2007. He has also been a senator of Lagos West during the Third Republic. He has been the national leader of the All Progressive Congress since the party's formation in 2013. Very interesting. Like I said during an introduction of his identity card, he's one of the founding fathers of the All Progressives Party, a very strong force in the party.
Yes.
Want to add to that?
Yes. I'll start from the middle. Senator of Lagos West during the Third Republic.
Yeah.
Okay. His political career started in 1992. Then towards the Abacha rule, just before the Abacha rule, he had a stint of being a senator just for a while until then. Then the case of Moshood Abiola happened, and boom, he was very vocal at that time because he was in support of Moshood Abiola. Then Abacha came, he left the country. So actually he was on exile until Abacha died. Then he came back and joined the Fourth Republic in 1999.
All right, let's look. Well, he started very well. He started very well and has been in politics for quite a while from what you're saying. All right, moving on, let's go into the highlights of his career as a politician. All right, when he assumed office in May 1999, TINUBU promised 10,000 housing units for the poor with little achieved. TINUBU has been widely perceived as the godfather of Lagos. He was also active in the negotiations with creating a mega opposition party, later named APC. That's so true. He was one of those people that say, man, we need to unseat PDP. And in doing so, we need to merge. And they came with all the political parties. I can remember back then, and then they formed this formidable party named All Progressive Party. You want to add to that?
Yeah, let me start from the first. Yes, they mentioned that 100,000 housing units that he more like proposed for Lagosians. He wasn't not able to meet up with that. But I also want to let our viewers know that this man, when he came into power in 1999, mind you, he came in with Action for Democracy, the AD. He came in and Lagos was a filthy place. You cannot... The dump site in Lagos, it will make a man go crazy. Under the bridges, in fact, you see a whole lot of destitutes in Lagos. And as much as right now, it is not zero or even near zero, okay? But to be very frank with you, TINUBU did a lot for Lagos State.
Yes,
and he set the pace for any governor that came in after him. And you find out that even these 10,000 units that we're talking about, yeah, he didn't meet up, but there was this clear roadmap in Lagos, infrastructural development.
Up to date.
Up to date. So even when he left office, that engineer Fashola came in, he continued. The development was massive, my brother. There was a strong, you will notice that there was a revolution. A man has come with a solid plan that up till date, they are still following that plan. Ebe region, Lekki region.
There's a lot of expansion going on.
More investment are coming into Lagos.
Yes. Because the city has become very much viable.
Yes, yes. He made the environment very, very open. The people would come in, feel safe. Investors would just come in, do one or two things. Before you know it, mega factories and businesses. Many companies moved from different locations, like in River State. Many companies moved from River State to Lagos because he created the atmosphere for such businesses. Now, we will also say, Godfather of Lagos. Yeah, he's the Godfather because from that 1999, this man he built a structure, a very formidable structure.
Yes.
That even after his reign as governor in 8 years, they now named it the Lion of Bodilon. In fact, a whole lot of titles he has in his name. Why? Because he carried many persons along. That is what Lagosians, whenever you want to say something bad about TINUBU, they will say no, because this man carried many persons along. That was also the reason why, if you had noticed, why persons are also crying. His non-supporters, they will also cry to say, see, this man, yes, he's the Godfather of Lagos, but his godfather is, some persons see his godfatherism as off the roof. If you also notice, during the reign of Ambode, you notice, after the first time of Ambode, you notice that Ambode had issues with his policy did not favor the TINUBU, okay? There were some contracts that he removed from some persons, okay? Insinuations we got, and that was why he did not get the anointing. He did not anoint him as a godfather. He did not anoint Ambode from becoming to serve for the second time, and he was swept aside. In fact, I don't know how this man is godfather of Lagos at least, because when that incident even happened, Ambode did not, just like an incumbent governor, you know what it means to be an incumbent governor. He did not shake.
Couldn't fight.
He just had to mellow down.
He seemed very powerless.
He seemed very powerless, my brother. So, we also have to note that he was part of the group that negotiated APC.
Yeah.
A strong force.
Yeah.
A strong force in the sense that, okay, he came forward with, okay, what happened? 5 parties, they were able to bring 5 parties together. Okay, we had the ACN, we have the CPC, we have the ABGA, we have the, what do you call them again? I will not forget them. You have the new PDP. The new PDP, they jammed everybody together, not just jammed, they harmonized everybody together to form a very strong thought force that we are able to defeat the PDP in 2015. Yeah. You give it up to this man, strong man.
Very powerful politicians, I agree. And very influential too. Yes. He has done so much in the political scene, especially in Lagos State and in Africa worldwide, as we can see. So some of the other highlights regarding TINUBU is he wanted to become vice president in 2015, but conceded to Professor Yemi Osibanjo. During the 2019 elections, a bullion van was seen entering TINUBU's residence on Bodilon Road in Ikoyi, with TINUBU claiming, I keep money anywhere I want. And I remember back then there was an outcry everywhere. I mean, this led to everybody screaming, who in Nigeria had the effrontery to do this, move money in bullion vans. I mean that was really
the issue there.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah.
So now, that is where power comes in, the influence of power. I think he had it too much. It really influenced him that he went off the hook. And that is one bad thing with some of our politicians. When you have that so much power, you now feel that anything you do, that you can go ahead and nothing will touch you. More like the invisible.
Yes.
You've turned the invisible. The law can't get at you. So what happened? Look at the reason. I keep money anywhere. This we are talking about just some moments before the general election, and you have the boldness to come out and challenge the people in a situation like this. So, and mind you, what are other people are also insinuating, there are also reports that TINUBU himself is more like, yes, he's a godfather, but like he controls anything that happens in Lagos. Major contracts, he needs to put his finger on it before it sails through. Major businesses in Lagos, like you know now the NSAS issue when the toll gate,
Yeah, the LCC.
the LCC.
Lagos
Yeah, so
Company,
more like he's now more like Lagos is now his property.
Yeah.
People see him that way. Okay, that will be a discussion for another day.
I agree.
Okay, as we can see, he wanted to become VP in 2015, but considered to Professor Yemi Osibanjo.
Yeah.
What happened after they had given Buhari the ticket in 2014, heading towards the 2015 election? They were clamoring for who becomes the VP. His name was up there. In fact, he was the favorite. But somehow, the president came out to say, see, I'm a Muslim. You are a Muslim. This is Nigeria. Nigeria is being divided by religious lines. We should give this to a Christian. He didn't feel nice about it. And beforehand, he had already brought Osibanjo's name forward before Buhari came to the realization that, see, this idea of making you the VP, please, let's give it to another person. He felt angry, though, from the reports we got, but along the line, he mellowed down and everything went through. Yeah. And Yemi Osibanjo, just a lawyer in Lagos. In fact, he was not even in Lagos when he was in Abuja when they called him on the phone to tell him, see, come over to Abuja, let's have this meeting, you'll be the next vice president of the country. And he was just too amazed and shocked.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. And today, well, Osibanjo has also, you know, been able to prove to everyone, Nigerians especially, that, I mean, it was a well-deserved, you know, appointment as VP. So moving on, I mean, Jagaban, quite a powerful man. Let's go into the declarations, his declarations and plans. He says, I have the confidence, the vision, and the capacity to rule. That's why he's running. He wants to, you know, he has the capacity to rule. Do you agree with him?
Well, he has the capacity, I think. Okay, confidence, sure, he has the confidence. Vision, I really do not know. We also need to also tell our viewers that this is about declaration. I know some person will be like, he mentioned that this is his lifelong ambition. Yes. Yeah, that statement came not, it came way before the declaration. Okay, so vision, like I said, I really do not know whether he can handle the multitasking issues in this country. Nigeria is bigger than Lagos. I know, yes, he has proven that he can, with respect to infrastructure, that he is good at that. And mind you, Nigeria needs the infrastructure, no two ways about that. But we also need a unifier. That's why some persons will be like, I'm a unifier. You know, just like the previous elections, like the election of 2015, it was about restructuring. On your left, you hear restructuring. Yeah. On the right, you hear restructuring. Right now, it's about unifying the country because the country is really, really, really divided.
Yes, I agree with you. And let's go to politics and predictions for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do you see him clinging the APC presidential ticket and going past to win the election?
Unfortunately, I don't think he will clinch the ticket.
Why?
Because powers that be see him as somebody that they can't work with. Okay? The godfatherism thing might be too much on, the effects of being a godfather might be too much on him. So some persons are saying that, see, this can't work in the party. And if they try it, there'll be another major thought force that will be coming out from the APC come 2023 elections. And come to think of it, some persons are also saying that in as much as the power, they were supposed to rotate the power from the north down to south. Yeah. Okay? But they are also saying if this power is being given to the southerner, in the name of BOLA Ahmed TINUBU, that means that the PDP can go to the north, and the north has the major numbers. Why don't we relax, consolidate on the numbers we already have from 2015 election, from 2019 election? We have the north. Why don't we go back again and hold on to this power? Because this power is more important than any candidate that we are bringing out. The APC wants to retain power.
Yeah.
So they have done all calculations to find out, to make sure that this power is being retained. And in his person, you find out that it won't work in that manner. Another thing that might push him aside is his age.
The party
the age,
want to give it
yes,
to,
it is not sellable.
Yes,
the age is not
sellable,
sellable.
yeah.
Yes, so I think that he will not clinch the party ticket. But he's a strong force. No two ways about it. If it doesn't happen, I'm very sure that he will change party. I am very, very sure, because he has, as he stands, this is just what he wants to get.
And he will go all out for it.
Exactly.
All right, thank you very much for that analysis.
Thank you.
And to our viewers, thank you for staying with us. Well, that's all we'll be doing on our profile today for BOLA Ahmed TINUBU. Hope you'll join us next time as we profile another candidate running for the 2023 general elections. Do well to also subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on your notification key. Till next time I come your way again, this has been KYA, Know Your Aspirants on TAF TV. My name is William Sabule. See you.